Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we're doing an episode recap and review for BMF episode number 6. This is season 2, and this episode is called Homecoming. So of course, you know how we do on this channel. I do a recap and I do a review at the end of the recap. So let's get straight to it. It starts off with Meech and T. They are back in Detroit and they are strapped. So Lamar's cousin Alvin tells him that the boys are back and he is ready for them. Meech hears that B Mackey has a new plug and he hasn't spoken to him in a while because of course, you know, Meech is not a phone guy. The feds be listening to the phone conversations. Meech then says to the crew that he has a new way of doubling the money. Because of course he learned different ways in ATL how he can make more money. So while the meeting is going on, Saki, he goes outside to go take a leak and Lamar comes out of nowhere and shoots him to death. Gives him one shot, he falls on the floor, and then gives him a second shot. So of course, BMF, everybody is pissed off. Lamar now, he finds a dog and calls him Blackie. So he gets really fond of this dog like right away. So the owner just comes out of nowhere like, yo, what the hell are you doing with my dog? So he ends up beating the owner's, beats him to the floor, ends up biting his freaking ear. I was like, God, they're really making this character sick. So now Meech, he's thinking about the connection with the PA boys and maybe they could help him take care of Lamar. So this is something he's really thinking about. Detective Jen, she's watching Detective Brian as she sees that he's doing something with the evidence. Like she is on this guy, like really watching this every single move. So now B Mackey, he has a nightmare about Kato and his seed. Of course, as you guys know, Kato was his ex-girlfriend and he had to kill. And he found out that this season she was carrying his kid when he killed her. He has the dream and then it turns into a nightmare because Kato ended up pulling a gun on him and shoots him. So he wakes up. And when he wakes up, Meech pops up. So Meech pops up and he lets him know, okay, well, you know, I don't use the phone. That's why we happen to be able to talk. Meech lets him know that he has a new connect in Atlanta and things are going good. Lawanda, which is Terry's baby mama, she sneaks in and she steals his belt and she asks him if he was back in the game. So he ends up saying yes. Like he keeps it real with her and says yes, he's back in the game. The education system is not doing nothing for him. Dren confronts Brian about what he did in the evidence room. So he keeps it real and he says that, hey, he took some drugs out of the evidence room to bust Meech. So Meech, he goes to a club called Soul Night where he runs into Sterling and the PA boys. So he tries to make nice with them, he tries to get them drinks, but they end up getting into a whole fight with a whole nother crew. And Meech, he actually tries to help them, but they end up getting kicked out of the club. So T, he talks to the parents and he lets them know like, yeah, he's really not into the school shit. He's really gonna be on the drug shit. So they're really over here on his trying to convince him, yo, do not do this, do not go in the same direction that Meech is in. And he just says, yo, really, the best thing you can do for us is just wish us luck. Monique now, she then tells Meech that he has to get Lamar in a different way. If she comes to him on some street type of shit, he's gonna figure it out and he's gonna reverse it on them. So now Lamar's cousin Alvin, he is pissed off about Lamar's new dog. Because of course Lamar is staying at his cousin's house where his cousin is taking care of him. So Alvin, he's just basically talking down the dog like, yo, this dog stink, this and that or whatever. And Lamar just tells him like, yo, you gonna apologize to this dog right now or I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna feed you to this dog. So the cousin ends up apologizing. I'm like, damn. So Nicole, which is Terry and Meech's sister, she has a new job where she's working in the beauty salon. And Meech, she goes over there, he talks to the beauty salon owner and asks, hey, you know, let's work together, let's make some more money. So the owner, she agrees with it. So of course, that does not sit right with the sister. She knows something is going on because of course, he ain't just going in to get a damn pedicure. Terry then picks up Markeisha and her kids after her husband kicked them out of the house. Instead of taking them to his house, which he cannot do because baby mama's there and his parents is there, he ends up taking her to a hotel. So he takes her to the hotel, they mess around, your boy is munching. He is munching on that. So as he's munching and they messing around, Brian and Jen are actually doing the stakeout, watching their every single move, so they're seeing everything. Jen, she gets on some like, damn, like I ain't get none of that in a long time. So then Detective Brian, he actually first with her like, okay, well, what's up then? You know what I'm saying? Like he actually is offering to give her some. So they have like a little nice little cute moment, but nothing comes from it. Makisha then asks T, hey, why you didn't take me to your spot? So he's just on some shit, like where he has a baby mommy, he has a kid. He tells her the truth, like I can't really bring you in there because I got a situation right now. So she basically kicks him out the hotel that he's paying for, which is really crazy. She just says, okay, well, we'll talk some other time, you gotta go. So now your boy Charles meets and Terry's father. He takes Lucille out, and she ends up bringing up the time when she talked to one of the sisters and asked if they was having an affair, and how the sister turned it down and said no. So Charles, of course, he actually just brushes it off like, okay, well, he's not a cheater, this and that. And she says, hey, that he's a great husband and he's not a cheater. Of course, we know that that's not the case. Lamar, he then brings the dog to Monique's house, and she was not with it. She ends up trashing the dog, and she just says, hey, you know, basically, she is just not with this freaking dog. Nobody is with this dog. It seems like Dink and Hoop, which they're in BMF's crew, it just seems like they're into a whole bunch of behind the scenes type of shit, like they're doing their own type of thing. So Dink and Terry, they get into a fight, and Meech, of course, jumped in, and they end up beating Dink's. Charles now, he goes to Mabel, that's the girl he had the affair with. He goes to her, he tells her, hey, you know, I cannot continue this, you know, this was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. So he tries to go, so she comes on to him, and he just cannot resist. So instead of doing his 7-second, he goes all in. They're in the couch, and they are getting it on. I was like, damn, that wasn't so hard. Like, he started just drilling her. So Terry goes back to the hotel. So it turns out Makisha, she left a note saying that she wants to be financially secure. Like, you need to be financially secure. Like, excuse me? Like, I wasn't really feeling that. So me, she can tell that something is going on with K9, because K9 is not trying to pay his plug, which he owes $20 million for. So Meek is a little suspicious, looking at K9 a little funny. So now Brian, he tells Jin that he's gonna see his son, but he ends up going to B Mackie. So as he goes to B Mackie's house, Jin pops up and catches him. So of course he's busted, but she actually goes along with it. And so then Brian tells Big Mackie that they have set up for Meech, where he's gonna set up Meech with some drugs. So Meech and T, they talk about the plug. Meech says that they should go behind K9's back and go with the plug, and T is just not with it. But Meech is heavy on that they should definitely take this new plug. So the PA boys, they try to take out your boy Lamar, but your boy Lamar caught on to them very fast, as the dog was able to help him out, and he ends up shooting the guys dead. So now Terry, he takes his baby mama to her mother's house, and he leaves them. So the mom knows that something is wrong, that something is up when it comes to Terry and her. So of course, you know, earlier on, she stole the belt from him. So the mom just says, well, hey, you know what you have to do. So me, I'm assuming it's some voodoo type of, or they're trying to frame him. So now Meech and Big Mackie, they have a meeting, and Meech tells Big Mackie that he really loves him, and he gives him his own territory, and he gives him burial plots for Kato and his mom. So he's showing him mad love. So Big Mackie, he's getting emotional, like, oh my god, you really did all this for me? Like, he's really getting emotional. So at the same time, Meech sees that he has a hat on his head. So he's like, yo, what the hell are you doing with that hat? You don't wear hats. So Big Mackie takes off the hat, where he shows him that it's a wire inside the hat. So Meech sees it, things start to go in slow motion. Basically gives Meech the signal that, hey, I'm wearing the wire, that the feds is on your ass. So what they ended up doing was they both ended up hauling. Because of course, Detective Bryant was trying to frame Meech with the drugs to try to use Big Mackie to do it. So they haul and they get away clean. And your boy Detective Bryant is pissed off. So it ends off with B Mackie. He sees his mom. He tells his mom he's gonna go out of town for a little bit, and he leaves her some bread. So after that, he leaves the hospital to try to get one more smoke. But as he goes to smoke, somebody snatches him up, and that's how the episode ends. We have no idea who snatches him up. So guys, that was the recap of the episode. This was another good episode. I would definitely give this episode solid 8. Don't really have much complaints about it. I kind of felt like it was very predictable. I didn't like the scene where Pops ends up screwing the woman again. I feel like it was too predictable. I feel like the scene, they just made it like to where he was just too damn soft. Like, it was too easy for him to start smashing her again. I don't know. Like, I mean, the sex scene was really good, but I feel like the build up, it wasn't. I feel like they could have did better with that. I don't like the fact that Detective Brian and Jen was flirting with each other and nothing came by it. But I definitely like the fact that they turned in my boy Lamar's character so freaking evil. Like the fact that he really bit the guy's ear off. Wow. And of course they showing the softer side of him with this damn dog. Like, ah man, I know this dog is gonna bring problems. But I love the fact they got him a dog. Like this is gonna be something. Because of course it doesn't really seem like this guy has friends. It doesn't really seem like he has people that he can trust. And I loved how they making Makisha's character just like seem like a gold digging. Because at the end of the day, I went from feeling her character to not feeling her character no more. Because I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, first of all, you got a husband and you got kids. This man got a baby mama and he has a kid. You're not clean in this situation. And you really kicked my man out the hotel? Really wasn't feeling that. But I like the fact that they put that in there. So guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely tell me what you think about the episode, what you see in the review that stood out to you, that was interesting. Let me know what's up. Of course, I'm bringing you guys reviews every single week, so definitely stay tuned. Love you guys. Thank you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV, signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.